Well, hello everyone. Well, we finally got winter time, and I thought, well, today I want to make a video and just show you guys something that I got for the back of my wife Tammy's truck. And we know how the weather is, like here in Alberta, wherever. One day it could be minus 30, and then the next day it's raining out. So there's times where we go to the city or whatever, and it could be appointments or just our shopping. It could be just going to town shopping. And you get to town, wherever, on the way back home, the weather changes on us. And sure enough, whatever, it's either freezing rain or it's a blizzard or anything like that. So a lot of us guys do is we put weight in the back of our pickups. So in this video here, I'm going to show you how I set up weights in the back of my wife's Tammy's truck. So now there's a lot of people, what they do is they'll go to like your gas stations, or you can go to your Canadian Tire hardware store, and you can pick up whatever, like sandbags for the back of your truck for you, so you got weight for the winter time. They work really good. I'm not going to complain too much about them. Nice thing about sandbags, after a while it'll actually settle, so your sandbags are not sliding around. The only thing I don't like about it is that your sandbags or whatever in between your fender walls, so that's where you want your weight at. Some people on lighter trucks might just put 2 sandbags in. Heavier trucks, you might want to put 4 in. Depends on the size of your truck. So they're okay, but the problem I have with them now, if you want to load something in your truck, well, now your sandbags are in the way, or say you got to shovel the snow out of the back of your truck because you don't have a tonneau cover. Well, then the sandbags, again, are in the way. Either you try and pick them up and move them, and sometimes they get froze down or whatever, and so you're fighting with them trying to move these sandbags, or you're just trying to load something in the back of your truck. Say you bought a washer and dryer, and you're trying to load in the truck. So you thought, well, I'll leave the sandbags there, we'll work around it. Next thing you know, the sandbag gets ripped open, and now you got sand in the back of your truck, so it kind of defeats the purpose. So I come up with a way so you got weight in the back of your truck, so it's not in the way. You can still load things in your truck like an ATV or washer and dryer, anything like that. And that way, you don't have to worry about it. Then every year you can reuse it with no problem. So what I did here was I went down to our local hardware store, and I picked up was actually sidewalk blocks. And then what you do, whatever, 4 sidewalk blocks will fit into a Dodge Ram 1500. They fit perfectly. So I put sidewalk blocks in the bottom. So now this way, you can load stuff in the back of your truck. You don't have to move them out of the way. Driving your truck, they don't slide around or anything like that. They stay put. But I put 4 of them in the back of Tammy's truck. So it's a way easier than having sandbags going across the back of your fender walls or in the corners. They're just in the way. And like I say, and then when you go to remove them, you might get a year out of them. And you set them onto the side, so the next following year when you take your sandbags, well, now the bag's rotten or whatever, and you got sand all over the place. And I don't want a bunch of sand in the back of the truck that I got to sweep out. So this is the way I did it, whatever, and I took just normal square sidewalk blocks, which is actually not that much money at the hardware store. I've had these sidewalk blocks in here, I bet you, 6 years. I shouldn't say for 6 years they're in the truck, no. So for every winter, I just put these cement blocks in the back. Like I said, now I can load an ATV and everything. It gives the perfect weight that I want for the back of the truck. So it's not slipping and sliding on the highways if the roads, go to shit, is basically what I'm trying to say. So I'm just showing you the best way I can here, because Tammy does have a tonneau cover, and I don't think I really need to with the way this camera is. I don't need to lift her tonneau cover. But as you can see, whatever, I got these old sidewalk blocks. The only downfall I did have for this year, it was my own stupidity, was I had them leaning up against our sea can, and then we had freezing rain. I never bothered with them, and I didn't put no board down for them to sit on. So I went to go and get them for the truck. Well, they were froze to the ground so bad, I hooked a chain around them, so I thought I could pull it out with the truck and get them lodged. And sure enough, what I done is I broke them. But I put the pieces together, and they still will work. If it wasn't for that, they would have never broke. Like I said, I've had these blocks for probably about 6 years. But see how they fit in the back of the truck perfectly. They're in between your fender walls, as you can see here. They can't slide around. They can't move. The weight of them, they don't move around at all. I've never had these ever slide around here in the back of the truck. But like I said, now, if you're putting groceries in the back or you want to load something, well, you got room still for your box. You still have your box, but you still have the weight for your truck. So even if you were driving down the highway or down the road or wherever, and for emergency you head up and slam your brakes. Well, the nice thing about with the sidewalk blocks, now these sidewalk blocks, usually any half-ton truck or full-size truck, any truck, usually everything slides to the front of your truck all the time. So anyways, your sidewalk blocks, these ones are right against the front of the box. So they're not going to slide, even if you step on the gas or whatever and you want a fast takeoff, they won't even slide back to even damage to even hurt your end gate. But so I got these right against the front of the box. So there's no way that they can move. They can't slide side to side. And the weight of them, they definitely do not budge. They stay there perfectly. So this is just another, it's just a quick video, just kind of a quick tip for you all. And I hope this really works out for you guys. Instead of buying sandbags, or some people even load firewood and stuff in the back of their truck, which I said, they're in the way. So when you want to load something or anything like that, especially firewood or anything like that, well, it's banging around the back of the truck all the time. Even with the sidewalk blocks too, because rough, it's cement. It's a little bit harder for things to even slide forward or back. It kind of stays put. So if you had something, let's say, for an example, in a Rubbermaid container or anything like that, well, it would take quite a force over to get that to slide all the way to the front of the truck. But normal truck boxes don't have bed liners. So what's going to happen or whatever, everything just slides to the front. So now you either open up your tonneau cover or you're going to climb in there to go get whatever you put back there. This way, with the sidewalk, with the cement, it'll kind of not slide ahead on you. So make it a little bit better for you too. So especially when you're an old guy like me or whatever, well, you don't want to be climbing up in the back of the truck and everything just to get a few little things out of the back if you don't have to. I'm hoping that this video was actually quite handy for you. So it gives you an idea what you could use for a truck bed weight and everything. And oh, another thing I'd like to mention too, and if you're interested in any of the camera gear or anything that I'm using in my videos, but the tripods and everything, there'll be a link in the description below. So check those out, whatever, and then maybe they'll help you out and you can maybe start doing your own filming and say you want to make your own videos. But anyways, I guess this is going to be another ending of the video, and I hope, like I said, if this is a safe way you think it, like I do, well then that way when you're on your adventure or wherever you're going, you don't have to worry about the weather changing and you got no weight in the back of your truck. So anyways, this is an ending of the video, and if you like this video, well, you got to check out these videos, and I know you're going to like them. Or even hit that subscribe button, and you'll be notified every time I come out with a new video. So anyways, that's another video of Measures Adventures, and we'll see you out there on the trail somewhere or someplace. And I want everybody to drive safe and have fun, everybody, and you guys have one awesome weekend.